Welcome to Gunkel Tarot. My name is Brian Griffin. Today I'm going to look at print-on-demand partner TheGameCrafter's packaging for decks. The GameCrafter, as the name suggests, is a company that manufactures games, and they do that well. It does mean that their production times are a little slower because games that they produce can have a lot of complicated custom printing, dice, figurines, etc. So it's a very wide range of product they do, and their production times typically range around 2 weeks. They've been up as to 3.5 when they have a convention going on, and people are ordering in last minute panics. They do offer a limited range of packaging for decks, and I'm hoping to encourage them to do a wider variety, but for now I wanted to highlight what they offer. The first one I'll talk about is the most expensive and the sturdiest, and is not available in tarot size, which is what these are. This is what they call a stout box. Now it is perfect if you have a deck of 3.5 inch by 5.5 inch cards, which is what they call their jumbo size cards. And I happen to have helped Sister Who produce the Tarot of Sister Who on jumbo size cards, and so the box is the perfect dimensions for the cards. It's a little taller because it's designed to hold up to 133 card thickness, etc. So it's not perfect, but that's, my apologies, that's the hard to box. Now just a slight step down from that is something they call the Pro Box, which does come in a couple of different sizes. Now this, I believe, is their medium one. I don't use this myself. This is a deck I bought from them. So it's not as sturdy as that, although it's still a 2-part box. It's thinner material, etc. So that's another option. So those are the higher end options. Again, not perfect for tarot deck sizes of standard tarot cards of 2.75 inch by 4.75 inch, which is what these are, but it's an option. They do make an insert now for this, a card insert that basically holds the standard tarot size in there, and then so it doesn't move around, so that's a possibility. But what I really wanted to look at was these other options. People who've known me for any length of time know I'm not a huge fan of tuck boxes. And the reality of print on demand is their tuck box material is a little thinner than that of mass-produced decks, because again, they're being printed on demand and turned into a box. So they are a little thinner, but this is not just a problem with their tuck boxes. It's my discomfort with any tuck box, because they just won't last if you're using the cards a lot. But it is an option. Now this happens not to be a tarot deck specifically, it's an oracle deck, but it's a tuck box for tarot-sized cards, so it will not last forever. I'm not that worried about it. All the decks that I bought in the beginning were always in tuck boxes, and we just took them out and wrapped the cards up. And of course, that was when many of us had 2 decks, 4 decks, etc. But what I'm really excited to see an actual sample of is this other option. This is called a hook box, and the hook box is available like the tuck box in either 40 or 90 card thicknesses, and it's almost half the price of that. So it is certainly a way to reduce cost. And if your expectation is people are going to unwrap or to take your deck out of your packaging and wrap it, or etc., put it in a bag, then that's certainly less important. I was afraid they wouldn't really be that great because I don't use them myself, but my decks for Gunkel Post, a couple of them come in tuck boxes. And so this one I'm just trying not to rip. There we go. So it tucks in and unfolds, so it's less expensive to produce because it's folded, it's not glued, etc. And what a designer might like is that it's fully printable inside and out. In this case, the artist has not done a huge amounts of text. Obviously, if you're doing a different kind of card game, you might want to do rules inside, that sort of thing. But the whole surface, inside and out, fully printable, fully customizable, so that's nice. This happens to be one of the decks for upcoming Gunkel post mailing. So again, I just wanted to sort of show off that, you know, it's not a tech box. It's still perhaps not great for long-term everyday use, but it's certainly a very nice presentation, perhaps for a deck that you think people won't use all the time. Again, it is less expensive than that for people who are trying to keep their price down. I have thoughts about that, but we'll save that for another day. So we have the hard boxes, the tech box, the hook box. Just sort of wanted to look at the difference between the tech box. This is the thinner tech box. They have two thicknesses, and this is yet another one. This happens to be a tarot deck, also in the hook box. And you can see here they didn't do it so that they had extra surface to print. They did it to keep the pricing reasonable. One of the things I mentioned is you can get away without a lot of text or a little white book if you're using a standard tarot deck with a lot of Rider-Waite-Smith representation. You can tell people to buy another book. Obviously, with a custom oracle deck, you'd want to have more information because it's not automatically available elsewhere. But those are the ending. So, hook boxes, tuck boxes, the various sizes, and the hard. Yes, they have poker and bridge, and this one works for square and round and hexagonal, standard tarot size, etc. So there you have it. Options available for your decks from The Game Crafter. And you'll be seeing some of these decks in upcoming Gunkel post mailings. There is still time to subscribe. Go to gunkeltarot.com and hit the Gunkel post button for all the details. Thank you.